ball keeps blowing off the tee right now. Jim, you were talking about snow right now. And now I see paper blowing around. You can't tell snow from rain from paper blowing all over the field because we had a toilet paper celebration there after that last score by the Redbirds.
Yeah, the confetti's flying. But this wind has played a factor in this game right now.
So now, Berkey Pyle will hold the ball, trying to kick against that wind. 4 Tigers try to come to the ball. This is dropped back the other way, and Kevin gets it up across the 30-yard line.
4:14 left in this third quarter now. Sales is going to have to utilize this win to their advantage, and they're going to have to muster a drive to keep Loudonville out of this game. They're back in it by just 1 point out right now, 20-21.
The summary of the drive, as we said, just 4 plays, 35 yards. The big play recovering the fumble on the punt return. 1st and 10 now with the ball under 33, 4:04 left to go third quarter. Play action. That's Knorr looking downfield. He's got a man, and the pass is incomplete. Great coverage by Pete Brothers on number 82, Shane Schultz. As we put you ground level one more time, Jim.
Pete Brothers coming up making a big play, just staying right on the receiver.
Take a look one more time. Was there contact before the ball got there? No, it looks like it was pretty well timed by Brothers. So 2nd down and 10 now with 3:58 left to go. There are the numbers on Lane Knorr in this contest from the pro set now. Wide split by the backs. The handoff goes to Litton. Big hole, 40, 45, 50. And he's all the way down to the 47-yard line in Redbird territory.
Jeremy Wolper made the saving tackle there. A quick hitter.
Boy, you look at that trap play. If he cuts it outside, I think he goes the distance.
Yeah.
Litton right up the middle. Watch this. Here's his choice. Do I go inside or outside? Well, he says I'll go inside of Brothers. As he does that, he's finally caught by some of the Redbirds from behind and brought down at the 48-yard line officially. So 1st and 10 from there with 3:36 left to go. A flanker to the top. The handoff goes to Keenan Leakey, and Leakey will gain maybe 3 on the play down to the 45.
Number 50, Ron Ports made a stop, and Leakey was ready to spin out, try to get a little extra few yards, which he did.
You can see again the messenger tackle going in. Ed Dingman, he alternates with John Pottis. Pottis coming out right now into your picture. 2nd down, let's call it officially 8 yards with the ball on the 45. A trips formation to the bottom now for the Tigers. This is Linton with flags down. And Linton is down at the 43. Mark didn't have a whole lot of room. And now we've got flags, and we've got yellow toilet paper as well on the field at the 43-yard line. But we did see at least one legitimate flag. And a 5-yard penalty will be called against the Tigers. Illegal procedure.
Let's go, baby! It's a good play selection for Sales right now on this drive. They've thrown the ball. They've gone inside. They've used some deception.
5 penalties in this contest. You can see for a total of 45 yards. And, Jim, you get the feeling that this game could come down to the last drive.
Well, it could be. I mean, both teams are very aggressive on their play selection. The defenses are aggressive. This is a great football game.
And the cheerleaders love it. To borrow those gloves right now. 2nd down and 12 marked officially at midfield. Now the officials will confer one more time. A great job by our referee, Fred Vickerell. The umpire is Jack Van Reed. The linesman, Roger Zimmerman. The line judge, Bill Cook. And the back judge, Reed Regal. The spread right there.
Going to trips. The trip formation.
Passing formation. The quick pop. Right across the middle. The pass is complete to Griesdorf. That looks like the play they scored the touchdown on.
That's the touchdown play right there. Decoy with the trips to the left and hit Griesdorf on the right side. Right there he is. He sets back. Griesdorf's wide open. He's in front of the defender.
Back the fake was to the same back. Bergman again, too. Everything identical. Instead of a touchdown, though, they get it down to the 38-yard line. About a yard short of a first down. Let's call it 3rd and 1. 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. Versailles 21, Loudonville 20. This is Bergman. He's down to the 37. Should be enough for a Tiger first down. Nora effective passing in this contest, 4 out of 9, unofficially for 93 yards. And look, Coach Warbell still has the shorts on, though. He just put the coat on. What a great guy he is. He gave me about an hour of his time talking about his team and how proud he was of his community. Loudonville, right next to Perrysville, and those two communities very much behind this team here in the state championship game. 1st and 10, Knorr looking. The pass is complete down to the 21-yard line to Keenan Leakby one more time, but we've got a flag up at the 33-yard line with 1:37 left to go, third quarter.
Van Sickle made the stop, but see what that penalty is. That play action pass, though, I don't know if you could have holding on that.
And they're going to wave off the flag and mark the ball at the 21-yard line. We'll take a look one more time, Jim.
Here we go, just to fake up the middle. Lane Nord rotates out, rolls his pocket, throws the ball right into Keenan Leakby's hands, and Sickle made the stop.
1st and 10. This is Linton, marked down to the 15, down to the 13, and spins and twirls down to the 12-yard line.
He's their inside runner, and they say inside the 10-yard line, and he's been a good big up back for him today.
Jason Van Sickle in on the stop. That trap play gains nearly 9. As we put you ground level one more time, Linton takes it right, cuts back left. He's hit at the 14, but twirls all the way down to the 12. Flanker in Linton to the bottom of your screen now on a 2nd and 1. The first back through, that is Bergman, the fullback, who doesn't stop fighting until after the whistle and gets it down inside the 10. I think they'll mark him on the other side of the 10, but that should be enough for another Tiger first down with 57 seconds left to go, third quarter.
Tim Power made the stop on that play for Loudonville. This is a real test for Loudonville's defense to hold them off. Even maybe give up a field goal, but don't give the score up.
Impressive numbers you saw for Coach Al Hetrick at Versailles High School. 1st and 10 from just past the 10-yard line. They can still get a first down before scoring a touchdown. Knorr trying to turn the corner. He gets it down to around the 6. Initially, it looked like he had some room, but a guy who really came out and cut off the angle was number 50, Ron Ports.
He missed the tackle, but he did turn him inside. Here comes Knorr. It's just a straight drop back pass. He rolls it to the left. Looks like run all the way. Here comes Ports. He comes up, cuts him in, and then pursuit catches up along with number 26, Dan Weber.
2nd down now, and let's call it just more than 5 with 8 seconds left to go. Clock running, third quarter, down to 5. They get it off in time. This is Leakby right up the middle. Keenan keeps fighting down inside the 2-yard line.
Good second effort there.
But that's the end of the third quarter. A wild one here as Loudonville gets back into this game, scoring a touchdown, but missing the extra point. At the end of 3 quarters, it is Versailles 21, Loudonville 20. We'll be back with a 4th and final quarter right after this.
The TD was scored in the south end this time in the third quarter, and nothing happened down in the north end. So let's see what Versailles does here in the south end.
As we started this game, the wind about 15 miles an hour from the south, gusting at times over 20. Game time temperature to start this game in the low to mid 40s, but it's dropped off a little right now. But we're sunny skies have given way to overcast conditions here in Massillon, Ohio. Hasn't dampened the spirit of any of the crowds on either side. The stands right now, everybody alive right now. 3rd down in 1 situation. The handoff goes to Bergman inside. Does he cross the plane? Yes, touchdown Tigers. 11:57 left to go in the 4th quarter. And now they lead by a score of 27-20.
Just set it up and out of the wing tee. They line up in the wing tee. They just take it right into Loudonville's heart of their defense for the score, just going right up the middle.
A 7-point ball game right now. If you're Versailles, do you dare think 2 or do you just go for 1? You saw what the wind is like down at this end.
Well, they've been known to go for 2, and they're going for 2, Randy.
I just think that wind was too strong based on Pete Brothers' attempt for an extra point, so they'll go for 2 with the back split in the backfield behind Knorr. He's looking for Linton. He's got him. It's good. A 2-point conversion for Versailles. Now, that's a very, very big conversion there, Jim Stillwagon, because now the Redbirds are down by 9 points. We'll take a look at this score one more time. First, the touchdown play by Bergman right up the gut.
Right out of the wing tee, right up the middle. They just take it right in. They trap off. touchdown.
And now they add 2 points to that on the nice pass in the flat to Litton.
Ports came up trying to make the big play, but it's too late.
So 29-20, the score with 11:57 left to go. Remember, that means Loudonville needs to get 2 scores to take the lead again. Tiger fans on their feet, happy. That community loving what they see right now. A town of just over 2,400 in the Southwest District in Darke County. Members of the Southwestern Rivers Conference with Milton Union, St. Paris Graham, Miami East, Lehman, Covington, Tip City, and Springfield Catholic Central. 3 men deep for the Redbirds, awaiting the kick by Matt Stahl from the 40-yard line. They'll squib it along the ground, picked up by the Redbirds at the 40, advancing it all the way up to the 45-yard line. Looks like rugby. Nice little scrim there, getting it up to the 45-yard line. David Manchester looks like picked up the ball and got it up just past the 44. So with 11:51 left to go in the final quarter, it's up to the Redbird offense. A summary of the scoring drive: 11 plays, taking just over 4 minutes. And Bergman taking it in. Even more important, that 2-point conversion caught by Litton. 1st and 10. Beans looking, pump fakes. He's going long for Brothers, who takes the inside route by Knorr. There was a little contact around the 38-yard line, but no flag.
They're going to throw it up. They're going to use this to win this fourth and final quarter. Here he comes. Jason Beans just setting up, looking for his receiver. Has lots of time, delivers.
Brothers running that hook and go and got
ran into Knorr. They said they both were going for the ball, I guess, or uncatchable catch, so no interference.
So mark it again at the 45-yard line, 2nd down and 10. The numbers on Jason Beans for the day, averaging over 200 yards per contest normally when he throws the ball. Pressure on, backside. He can't get away from it. Joe Rush does just that and brings down Beans short of the 44-yard line.
Took a little bit too much time on that play. Here comes Jason Beans. He's setting up again. They're going to the air. You see Joe Rush coming in the back of your screen. Beans pulls down, and Joe Rush is there to sack him. That's about the 3rd big play he made today, Joe Rush, on sacking the quarterback.
And again, good coverage in the secondary for the Tigers, playing man-to-man. No receivers were open for Beans. 3rd down, let's call it 11 from the 44. Jason looking, pressure on again, backside, look out, he's down again, this time at the 36-yard line. This time it's Nate Subler making the stop.
He's a big playmaker. He's had that booking going into this game. He's a small player, but he makes big plays, and that's can't have any bigger than that.
Subler, just a first-year starter, but playing like a 3-year starter, making that stop. Slides off blocks. Well, you can see he made that move across the field and got there in plenty of time to make the stop. Brothers with the punt, with the win, and that baby is sailing all the way inside the 10. It's a touchback. Oh, brother, that was about, 6 back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. In on the stop, number 74, it looked like, Trent Krumpower. And look at Jim Stillwagon's notes, precariously hanging over the edge here. I told you the wind was kicking up, but now they must be blowing east to west because they're blowing into our booth. Lane Knorr.
I lost the mic in Wisconsin one time. That turned that bad.
Brings them up to the line of scrimmage now. 2nd down and 10, 9:42 left to go. The Tigers trying to move the ball, take some time off that clock. Knorr sees the pressure, no one open, tucks it under his arm and gets it up to the 23-yard line and goes out of bounds with 9:34 left.
Lane Knorr has great foot speed, and that's a real asset for any offense, a quarterback that can scramble like that. And Rush drives him out of bounds there.
This is the Division IV state championship game. High school football, the state of Ohio, Versailles leading Loudonville 29-20. You're watching Sports Channel. I'm Randy Reinhardt along with Jim Stillwagon. Glad to have you aboard for this contest. Versailles has lost to the team that went on to win the state championship game the last 5 years. They say this year will be different. Knorr rolls on a 3rd and 7. Looking, he gets rid of the ball just as he hit, and the pass is intercepted by Pete Brothers, who's very cool and calm about it as he picks it off at the 36-yard line.
The pass was thrown to Shane Schultz, but Brothers made a big play there. It was like a simultaneous catch. Brothers wanted it more and came up with it.
Look at this. Nord nearly gets sacked before he gets rid of the football.
Looks like he's going to make a great play out of something that was going to be bad. His foot speed gets him out. He elects to throw it, threading that needle. Brothers comes right in front, makes a big play.
Manchester putting pressure on Nord. 1st and 10 from the 36. Weber runs into his own blocker, and he goes down right at the 36. He collides with Trent Trumpauer. Will gain nothing on the play. Let's call it 2nd down and 10.
Joe Rush made the stop on that.
Along with help from Kevin Bergman. Mark it back at the 36. Weber now with 12 carries, and Dan has picked up 30 yards. As Al Hettrick looks on and paces the sidelines as a nervous Tiger right now. Misdirection in the backfield. It is kept by Bees, the quarterback, and Jason gets it down to the 31, a gain of 5 on the play.
Nate Zeppler made the stop. I tell you, Jason's not afraid to run that ball. Either quarterback will let it run.
What a job he's done for the Redbirds. He started 2 games as a sophomore and did a great job filling in for their injured All-Ohio quarterback Dan Arnholt. In the last 2 years, he has thrown for over 4,000 yards, combining his junior and senior years. The pass complete to Quay over the middle, and Quay gets it all the way down to the 22-yard line, enough for a Redbird first down.
Keenan Leakby makes the stop. Here you go. Jason B just sets up, looks over the middle, and executes the pass.
Quay finding a nice open area right across the middle, enough for the first down. Play action. Beans looking. Pressure's on. Looking down in the corner of the end zone. The pass thrown up for grabs and pulled down for a touchdown. What a play by Matt Quay. With 7:54 left to go, it is now 29-26. And Jim Stillwagon, do you go for 2 or 1?
Well, I think they're going to have to probably kick it. I think they feel they're in this game. They are going to kick it. They don't want to make any mistakes. They're going to go with their, they got the wind. They're on a roll.
And look at this play in the corner of the end zone.
Matt Quay just gets up. 2 big plays to Matt Quay. That was Matt Quay series.
Brothers to attempt the extra point. The wind takes a part of that kick and blows that one right. So now we have that 3-point margin with 7:54 left to go at 29-26.
It'd be good luck Kentucky windage field goal kick if they had to go for a field goal in this game.
7:54 left, and the ball is blown off the tee as you look at Litton, one of the deep men for the Tigers.
It's got more gruesome here in the this last part of this game, the wind and the weather.
Brothers to boot it, and just when he's about 3 yards away, again, the ball falls off the tee. Let's see if they have somebody hold it again. Maybe Richie Berkeypile will do it again. Yes. Had to do it on the last kickoff. Berkeypile with the hold, Brothers with the boot. This is Litton with the return from the 13, marked to the 20, 25, spins around, and he is brought down right at the 26-yard line.
Loudonville's down there. They are psyched up, showing great momentum now on their side. Number 33 made a big hit along with number 4, David Manchester.
We correct the time of the scoring drive to 91 seconds altogether, and you can see the touchdown pass to Quay from Beans, and what a catch by Matt Quay in the corner of the end zone to pull that one down. That's the 5th time today we've seen a catch like that. 1st and 10. The handoff goes to Keenan Leakby. Works his way outside. 30. Keenan all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Brothers makes a tackle on that. Leakby made a big play there. He almost got snuffed right at the line of scrimmage, and he came and made a big play for him, giving him like 6 yards on that run.
And again, the messenger tackle comes in. Ed Dingman with the play. John Pottis goes out. 12 carries now by Keenan Leakby unofficially for 28 yards. Clock running 7:04, 7:03, 7:02 left to go in this game. Pitch goes to Litton. Mark outside, 35, all the way up to the 39-yard line. Enough for another Tiger first down. Again, they seem to get to the corner faster than anybody else.
Point of attack. Here it is right here to Litton. It's just a quick pitch, get to the point of attack, try to turn the defenders in. And Van Sickle runs him out of bounds and makes a big play there for Loudonville. Litton's had a great game today. He's been a good big up back for him.
Unofficially 10 carries for 67 yards. And that same play, too, Jim Stillwagon has scored a touchdown and gotten 3 first downs for the Tigers. The handoff left side goes to Litton again, and Mark gets it up to the 44-yard line.
Dan Weber makes a tackle on that play. And again, I think what Versailles is going to say, we're just going to have to stop us now. They're going to grind it out with their big back offense.
Well, you know, you have to be in shape if you're a tackle for the Tigers because Al Hattrick really shuttles those guys in and out.
Well, what's interesting, Versailles' average line right now is 174 pounds versus a defense of 225 at Loudonville, and they're pushing them out of there.
You know, Jim, it's that way every week. When you play Tiger ball, they said you get used to that. Handoff goes to Litton inside across midfield, pulling his way all the way down to the Redbird 47 out of the pro set this time.
Number 50, Ron Ports made the stop again. But you don't want to make stops 10 yards down the field, especially when there's only 6 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Here you go. He goes Litton right up the middle. He's had a great game. He's very disciplined. He keeps his hands on the ball. And then there comes Ports making the stop.
Litton now with 81 yards in this game. From the wing tee, 5:56 left to go. Short gain right up the middle this time for the Tigers as Litton is brought down right around the line of scrimmage, in fact.
Yeah, Trent Crumpire made the stop there. Keep calling his number until it doesn't work anymore.
Well, his dad has to be proud, as we said, back from Saudi Arabia. There's a guy who's proud right now, but he'd rather be happy, I think. His team down by 3 with 5.5 minutes left to go. Mike Warbell looking on the far sidelines, and we have an officials timeout right now. With 5:29 left to go in this contest. Reminder to stay tuned to Sports Channel for the Ohio Athletic Association State Football Finals, and we'll go over the times for those games in just a moment. Second down and 10, 5:16 and running. The pitch goes to Litton off the left side and marked down to the 43-yard line.
Brothers makes a tackle there, but again, they're just eating that clock up with Litton, the ball control program they got underway right now.
Don't forget to stay tuned to Sports Channel for the State Football Finals. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. it's Hamilton-Baden against Revere in Division 3. Wednesday at 10 p.m. Sandusky St. Mary's against St. Henry in Division 5. And Thursday at 6 p.m. Columbus DeSales versus St. Mary's Memorial in Division 2. And Sunday at 11 a.m. Warren Harding against Cincinnati Princeton in Division 1. The Ohio Athletic Association State Football Finals on Sports Channel. Knorr on the keeper on third down is brought down back around the 44-yard line. Van Sickle is there and Manchester is there.
He's played by David Manchester there in Van Sickle.
Setting up a fourth down situation as we put you ground level one more time.
Takes it off. Elects to just keep it. Lane Knorr has quick feet, but then there comes number 4, David Manchester makes a big play there defensively.
Boy, an outside linebacker at 6'1 and 175, but doesn't look like he weighs more than about 160, but he hits solid. So it's a fourth down and 7, 4:04 left to go. Punting time now. Griesdorn gets it off, and into that wind, it goes out of bounds at around the 26-yard line. So the Redbirds know what they have to do with 3:56 left to go in this contest.
It's on the 23-yard line now. Loudonville comes onto the field. They have the wind at their back. They've had momentum in the fourth quarter, probably more than the Versailles team. This is it. 3:56 left in the fourth quarter.
From the run and shoot. Quay in motion. Beans takes it inside. Will pick up maybe 2 on the play. Setting up a second down and long with 3:48 and running fourth quarter.
Jake Zubler made the stop on that for Versailles along with Garth Holrick.
Richie Berkeypile checks in with a play. On a second down and 7, they call it officially, at the 29-yard line. Can his team hold on? Al Hattrick hopes so. Looking for his first state championship. Beans goes back to throw. Brothers loses the ball off his shoulder pad. The pass is incomplete.
Knorr made a big stop there on Brothers. Here you go. You got Jason Beans just setting back up, looking for Brothers to come in, and Lane Knorr makes a big stop. Brothers didn't get his hand on the ball in time.
There's the time left to go in this contest. 3rd and 7. Again from the run and shoot with one back behind Beans, who's looking downfield. Drills it in to Quay, and he gets it to the 35. And Jim Stillwagon, it's decision time. It's going to be 4th down and a little more than 1. Do you go for it?
No decision on this one. He's got to go for it.
Go ahead, Jim.
I was just going to say, Versailles' offense has been too dominant here.
Unofficially, Beans 11 out of 20 passing for 150 yards. The clock running down to 2:53 left to go. Beans telling his teammates the play, brings them up to the 35-yard line. They need to get the ball across the 36-yard line, across that hash mark. Regan in motion. Beans keeps. He slides down, but he slides down after he gets across the 36, and if he gets the spot he went down, he should have enough for the first down, but it will be very, very close.
It's a close one.
Boy, they moved it back a little bit now, and we'll see. With 2:34, we'll have an official's timeout. They bring the sticks onto the field as we put you down on the turf.
Jason Beans just rolling out all the way. He's going to keep it. He's in the air right now. If he touches his knee on this position right here, they don't make it. But
by the tip of the football, the Redbirds get the first down. He tried to make that 90-degree cut up field, and he lost his footing, but he got enough for the first down. Now remember, they have their full complement of 3 timeouts. The clock is running, though, down to 2.5 minutes left to go. It's come down to this. Versailles leading 29-26, but Loudonville with the ball from a slot formation. The pitch goes to Regan. He can throw it from there. He was the second-string quarterback last year. The pass is up for grabs. It's intercepted by Keenan Leakey. Leakey to the 45, midfield. Leakey back to the 46-yard line, and the Tigers and their fans are going crazy.
To put the icing on the cake, Brian Ranbury makes a stop for Loudonville, but again, what can you say about Leakey? He's just made a big play after big play today. He's a big play player.
Now Regan, as the backup quarterback, played in 3 games last year and passed for 900 yards. That one floated a bit, and Leakey had a chance to get under that ball and bring it back across midfield before he's brought down. Remember, though, unofficially, I have Loudonville with their full complement of 3 timeouts. Let's see if they use them after each play. Litton, a flanker to the top. The handoff goes right up the middle of the fullback, who loses the ball. Bergman loses the handle, and the Loudonville Redbirds get it back at the 33-yard line. Coming up with the ball is number 50, Ron Ports. Ports with the recovery, and back and forth we go.
45 right up the middle. With Kevin Bergman, he coughs it up right here. Ports picks it up. Big play.
Back to live action from the run and shoot. 1st and 10, 1:35 left to go. Beans with pressure on, and he is nailed at the 29. Now, if you're the Redbirds, do you use one of your 3 timeouts? The answer is yes.
Ryan Kieser makes a big play there for Versailles Tigers. Here comes the coaches on the field, but both defenses have called up for duty and did a great job today.
Mike Warbell giving the speech of his life right now. If we were in that huddle, we'd be hearing probably the Gipper speech, and even Coach Hayes' best speech is probably all rolled into one right now. And the same right now in the huddle for the Tigers. Al Hetrick, look at the intensity there, talking to his Tigers.
History making for one of the teams, and it's going to be a sad day for another team here in the next minute, 28 seconds.
Loudonville, what a story they've been all season, averaging 40 points per contest. And just doing a great job. A member of the Mohican Area Conference with Worcester Triway, Clear Fork, and West Holmes. They've scored 55 points, 53 points, 53 points, and 47 points in games this season. Right now, all they want to do is try to get to 30 points.
They're going to go to the airways now. They got doubled.
Swings to the top into the bottom. Each team now unofficially with 2 timeouts left to go in this game. 29-26. Beans with pressure on. Tries to get rid of the ball. He'll go down inside the 20-yard line. He'll take another timeout.
Joe Rush makes the big play here, along with Nate Zubber.
We'll take a look one more time from ground level.
There he is. Jason Beans just setting up. Looks like he's sitting on one receiver. Joe Rush comes in, makes the big hit, and number 83, Nate Zubler, comes in. 2 great pressures there.
They don't take a timeout. Clock running. 57 seconds left to go. You can see on your screen. It's a delay up the middle. That will get the ball up to 26 as Weber advances that far. And now they'll take a timeout on a 4th down and a bunch.
Nate Zubler makes a tackle on that play.
Mark it officially at the 26-yard line. They need to get the ball up to the 43. Let's call it 4th and 17. A championship riding on this play, and a timeout taken by Loudonville. That's their second unofficially. They still have one left. Versailles with 2 left in this game. The attendance for this game, 9,427. That is a record for a Division IV championship game. 9,427. I tell you, you don't see anybody sitting in the end zone because on a day like today, everybody is crammed along the sidelines, getting a great view of this game and staying away from that wind in the end zone. You can see they're enjoying the scene here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium here in Massillon, Ohio. I'm Randy Reinhardt along with Jim Stillwagon. The closing seconds of the Division IV state championship game, 29-26. Jim, put us in each huddle. What are you saying right now if you're the 2 head coaches?
Well, both teams can score. They've both shown they can score in a second. And I think that's what Coach Warburg telling them. Say, hey, listen, we can do it. You got 50 seconds. It only takes a couple, 10 seconds to score here.
A trips formation, 4th down and 17. Beans looking. He's got to put it up. He's not going to do it, though. He'll go down back at the 20-yard line with 43 seconds left to go, and the Tigers, with the bite and the growl, are going crazy along the far sidelines.
Brian Geiser was the first one there, along with number 55, Matt Stahl. The rest of the Versailles defense. I think what happens here is Jason Beans has been trying to concentrate on one receiver instead of looking at all his receivers, and he gets caught up and he takes too much time and he gets sacked. That's what's happened the last 2 series.
In 85, they lost to Cape. In 86, they lost to Hartley. In 87, they lost to Academy. In 88, they lost to Canton Catholic. In 89, they lost to Wheelersburg. Each one of those teams went on to win the state title. But this time, could Versailles be the team of destiny? Nor goes down to 1 knee. 7 sacks now in this game for the Tigers. And that 7th one so important as the clock is down to under 10 seconds left to go. A dream for Al Hetrick. Meanwhile, total dismay for the Loudonville Redbirds. It's all over. The state champions in Division IV are the Versailles Tigers. They win by a score of 29-26.
Big plays made the difference here today.
Crowd going crazy as the Tigers advance their record to 13-1 on the season, but they don't care about that. They just care about the trophy. They are number 1 in Division IV in the state of Ohio, and nobody or nothing can be taken from that because they know they're the best, and they played a very game Loudonville team. Loudonville was 13-0 and suffered their first loss of the season in their final contest.
Really a team that was a much smaller team, you know, like you say, all year long. They've been faced with that all year long, and again, they faced it again, and they were victorious.
The final score again, Versailles 29, Loudonville 26. We'll be back with some closing comments right after this. In Massillon, Ohio, the Division IV state championship game is history, and the champions for 1990 are the Tigers of Versailles. They win by 3 points, advancing their record to 13-1 on the season. And now the presentation of trophies. Let's go down to the 50-yard line.
On behalf of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, it's evidence of the great school spirit and community pride by the turnout that you've had to support your football team today. Loudonville, the Redbirds have truly had a dream season. And to coach you and your great team, it's my privilege to present to you the runner-up trophy for District 4. Assisting me is a member of the Board of Control in the Northeast District, Mr. Ron Knight. Coach Warble and captains, please come forward.
That was a representative of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Dwayne Warren, and we appreciate your efforts. Now for the presentation to the Versailles Tigers Debbie Moore.
You've had an excellent season, and it is certainly a pleasure and a privilege to be able to present to you the Division IV 1990 Boys State Championship Trophy. Assisting me is Mr. Robert Denny, Vice President of the Board of Control and a member of the Southwest District Athletic Board. Coach Hedrick, would you and your captains please come forward to accept the championship trophy?
Well, 2,384 people live in Versailles, and right now every one of them has a smile on their face. The Tigers are the state champions in Division IV for 1990. Jim, your comments?
It was a game that Loudonville came out strong, but the winner was Versailles. They hung tough, and they came back, turned the momentum around, and both teams played a great game, though.
The final score, Versailles 29, Loudonville 26. We pause now for a local break. You're watching Ohio High School Football Championship action right here on Sports Channel. Stadium, it's all over. Versailles wins the Division IV state championship by a score of 29-26. The Tigers go to 13-1 on the season, same record for Loudonville, but Stillwagon, I got to think the fans from Versailles are a lot happier right now.
I think the great thing about this game is that, you know, in the lives of all these players today, this is probably one of the biggest things in their whole lives for their family, for the players, for the fans and everything. And it's too bad that Loudonville, having such a great season, doesn't go home with the same feeling. But for Versailles, this will be a monumental benchmark in their high school history and all the players. It was a great game, offensively and defensively. Both teams attacked the offense, attacked the defense. You couldn't ask for a finer game. Was there a turning point in this contest? I think the turning point was back in the second quarter when Versailles took dominance there. They were down flat. They had 14-0. They get the win. They go down and they score 3 times. And I think Loudonville couldn't believe it because I think they were going to trounce them, you know, because they have basically 45 pounds per man on offense and 25 on defense. I think they were going to dominate. Little Versailles comes back and puts it to them and wins the game. A lot of guys made big plays for the Tigers. Of course, Friesdorn catching a touchdown pass and coming up with an interception and running it back for a score. I think there's a lot. The league team made a lot of plays, but there's a Joe Rush in this game. There's a little Zebler defensive end. Everybody made big plays, and that's the big win. You know, when you have all players make big plays, you win big games. This is what happened today. All the players on Versailles made big plays. Jim Stillwagon, it's been a pleasure. You and I will stick around for Division III. It'll be exciting. Hope as exciting as this one. This was a great game. Everybody got their money worth on this one. It was a great game, and let's thank all the folks who made this possible. Our executive producer is Joe Tanzarello. This game has been produced by Steve Warren and directed by Tom Farmer. Once again, the final score, Versailles 29, Loudonville 26. The preceding has been an exclusive production of Sports Channel.